Our next story is about a rescue and a fraud. It's a story that began with promises of dream jobs and ended inside scam compounds in Myanmar. Hundreds of Indians were lured with promises of high-paying jobs. Instead, they were held captive. They were forced to scam people online. Yesterday, many of them were rescued. 270 of these people returned home. They were flown back from Thailand on special Indian Air Force flights. It is one of India's largest rescue operations of its kind. But this story goes far beyond one rescue. It's about a network that crosses borders, a criminal web that stretches across Southeast Asia and makes billions of dollars by cheating people around the world. Here's a report.
A raid in Myanmar, a special flight from Thailand, and hundreds of Indians are finally back home today. They had been trapped for months inside a cyber scam compound near the Myanmar-Thailand border. They had escaped from KK Park. It is a massive complex in Myawaddy, one of the largest scam hubs in Southeast Asia. It is a place once sold to them as a dream job destination. The rescue began after Myanmar's military raided the compound in October. Troops arrested more than 2,000 people, and they seized Starlink terminals used to power online scams. As the raid unfolded, hundreds fled across a river into Thailand. Among them were nearly 500 Indians. 2 special Indian Air Force planes later brought 270 of them home on Thursday. Officials say this is one of India's largest rescue operations linked to cyber trafficking. Those who returned will now be questioned, not as suspects, but as witnesses. The goal is to understand how these networks recruit, move, and control workers across borders. Most of these networks operate from large, secured compounds in border regions. They have dormitories, offices, and even hospitals. But behind those walls, people are forced to work for hours. They are forced to run fake investment and romance scams. Here's how it began. Fake job ads appear online, promising high salaries and easy office work. Recruits are offered tickets to Thailand or Laos. Once they arrive, they are taken across the border into Myanmar. Their passports are taken away. They are told they owe money and must work to repay it, and their work. Trick people online. Scammers send messages pretending to be investors or romantic partners. They build trust slowly, then convince victims to invest in fake schemes. Once the money is sent, the scammers vanish. It's called pig butchering. That means fattening the victim with lies before taking everything. In 2023, the United Nations said over 100,000 people may be trapped in such compounds in Myanmar. Another 100,000 could be in Cambodia. Others are scattered across Laos, the Philippines, and nearby regions. At the KK Park scam hub, victims and workers came from several countries. These include India, China, Vietnam, Kenya, and Ethiopia, among others. The mix of nationalities points to a global operation built over years. Many of these centers once operated as casinos. When the pandemic stopped tourism, those casinos shut down. Criminal syndicates moved in and turned them into scam hubs. They now reportedly generate billions in illegal profits each year. Myanmar's military says it is cracking down, but many of the compounds lie in militia-controlled border zones. Some are also allegedly linked to Chinese criminal network. In several areas, local economies depend on the money they bring in. That web of crime has turned a regional racket into a global problem. For India, the rescue flights are a major step forward. Several more citizens are still waiting to return home. But the crackdown in Myanmar has revealed how vast these networks are. Across Southeast Asia, new compounds keep emerging. And each raid is exposing more victims, more recruiters, and new trafficking routes.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.